Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I have not completed all of the to-do list that I have for myself off camera, but I have made some progress. Thanks to a couple of friends of mine. RC, you've heard me mention him in other videos, Rift Cortex. He came on for an evening and he built this chicken coop. It's going to get replaced, but it was a way to get all these chickens together instead of scattering all over the water. So for now, that's where they are. And plain vanilla PV, he is also on my realm server, and he came on last night and we did a lot of the boring stuff, the grindy stuff. Not all of the bridges are finished, but most of the islands are connected at least by a single strip of slabs. He went around and marked the ships for me so we can go back and double check and make sure we have them all. We found another ship, which I believe is the last one we need, and we found 2 more islands, which should be the last 2 islands that we need. This island has been expanded. One of the challenges is to expand your island with sand, and this was several layers high for one thing, and as you can see, I'm converting it, and this was covered in clay, and there was a huge area I believe in here that was all underwater and had huge clay deposits, and PV mined all that up. We'll get this here after a while, but we're going to head to, and as you can see, I have little pockets of trees here and there because I am burning through the oak. These bridges take tons of wood. The trapdoors, you use 6 wood planks and you get 2 trapdoors. That's not a very good exchange. So it takes a lot of wood to do the bridge just the way I want to. And plus tools and charcoal and anyway, I got this island leveled today. We also have another little island that has been converted to sugarcane farm, and another little island converted to a cactus farm. So those challenges have been met, and I will show those to you as we come across them. The F3 here does not show the coordinates, or at least not in a way that I can understand. So I can't exactly tell you, well, this island, XYZ, coordinates is where we have this or that. So, basically, when I get the map, we'll do a final tour of the entire place so that you can see everything. In between now and then, we'll just have to do piece here and a piece there. And speaking of peace, we are in peaceful mode. I broke the game when I brought it to my realm server so RC could help me with some things. And when I did that, it got rid of the cold and the thirst. And so that was bad, because that's part of the challenge that I enjoy. So anyway, it got rid of that, and I went ahead and had some iron, and I had RC make himself a set of iron armor. And then of course, then I find out, or am reminded, PV reminded me, he was going over the challenges, and he was like, oh, you need to make an anvil. You have 5 iron ingots. And I went, crap. I should not have made, because for an anvil you need 3 blocks of iron, which is 9 ingots a piece. So there's 27 plus 3 more. So you basically need 31. 3 iron blocks across the top, then an iron ingot in the center, 3 iron ingots across the bottom. So yeah, you need 31 pieces of iron to make an anvil. Obviously, I don't have 31 pieces of iron because I'm wearing a full iron set. I have shears, I have an iron pick. We made iron armor for RC. Bucket. I have a bucket. I'm going to go ahead and gather this, even though we have a cactus farm elsewhere. Oh, stop it. So anyway, I went ahead and put it in peaceful while PV was helping me last night, and I forgot to put it back. Considering he had no armor, and we were just doing grindy stuff, just leveling and planting stuff, and so anyway, that's what's been going on. So it's good news and it's bad news. The good news is we found everything. The bad news is I broke the game and may not have enough iron to complete all the challenges. The good news is hopefully you watched this before you made the same mistake I did. I want these ferns for our house. Trying to save them. Trying not to burn up the shears too quick. I would love to gather a ton of leaves and use them more in the decorating, terraforming, landscaping, whatever you want to call it. But here's our pumpkins. But shears wear out so fast, so very fast, that I really decided I better not. Because if you're harvesting leaves, you can burn up a pair of shears in about 2.5 seconds. Easily. Easily. Alright. We got our pumpkins. Was that all that was on this island? I don't know why I was thinking there was something else. I thought there was a cave, a man-made cave. You may or may not hear my great-nephew in the background. I'm watching him, and right now he is content with Cheerios and Elmo. But he may come in here and start jabbering and blabbering and chattering and squealing and whatever. So, just to give you a warning. Alright. Maybe it was the other island that had the other stuff. Let's go ahead and take this egg. Is that all the eggs? I thought there were more. Let's go ahead and take these flowers. Okay. Yeah, this island will get leveled as well, and the dirt repurposed. And I don't know what we'll do with this island yet. But we have a lot of building to do for these challenges. Okay, now, did we come in on that bridge? Yes, with the boat. Okay, there's no other, I don't have any other bridges anywhere off of this island. Oops. Super Grover 2.0. He's going to use his powers of observation. Alright. So, it looks like I need to explore off of this island. Alright, we are going to see, depending on how long it takes me, I may, because I have at least pathways, if not full bridges, so it doesn't take that long to get from point A to point B. depending on how many islands I have to hop to get there. Oh, that tea is ice cold. It's so good. All right. I believe this is the one I'm going to put the lighthouse on. I believe. Alright, let's go this way. We're going to do a little running around and see what we run into. But I don't know how many trees I've chopped. Oh my gosh, I've gathered and burned up and gathered and burned up and gathered and burned up so much wood. It's mind-boggling. Alright. Let's go through here. There is this bridge. Let's go to this bridge and see. Okay, he left signs. Island to be flattened and stripped. Okay, this may just be a junk island with nothing good on it. Say we ran out of fence. I was throwing down slabs and he was throwing down fence posts. That's a lot faster than me having to make 17 trips up and down the same path just to make a bridge. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get these since we are here with the shears. I haven't been able to save all of them. Some of them have accidentally been busted with the excavation process and things like that. The original island that we have our stuff on is not going to be where we have our house. But I did a little Googling last night, and animals can spawn as long as there are 2 grass blocks underneath them. So we gathered up a bunch of dirt. Okay, this one only has this one bridge, right? I think we went off and explored and found that there wasn't anything out there. All right. Anyway, supposedly if there's 2 grass blocks, an animal can spawn on it. So I added another layer of dirt on top of the layer of dirt of our original island that has the little chicken coop, hoping the animals would spawn, because not only would that be handy dandy, but one of the challenges is to make bookshelves. And I'm thinking, how am I supposed to make bookshelves with no cows? Well, one of the islands that I stumbled on, that I'm hoping to find to show you today. See, we don't have signs for all of them up yet. But one of those islands has rabbits on it. And we have loads of carrots. So we can breed those rabbits. This is the Sugarcane and Cactus farm, which takes care of 2 of the challenges. And we did this off camera. I really didn't think you needed to see this being done step by step. It's pretty basic. But it was quite time consuming because we didn't have that much sugarcane to start with. We had about 21 pieces. And so basically PV stayed here because if the chunk's not loaded in, it's not going to grow. So he babysat. So he dug a few holes and planted some sugarcane, and then he sat and waited. Then he'd harvest 2 or 3 pieces. He'd plant, he'd sit and wait. Harvest 2, plant, sit and wait. So he was stuck over here for quite some time last night, getting all this sugarcane. And then we have a little thing of cactus over here. There's really no need to have a huge cactus farm because one thing, it grows really fast. And there's not that much use for it. You can use it for decoration, for trash can. You can use it for defense against mobs. You can, oh, that's another thing that got broken. The guardians that were spawning around the sunken ships, that got broken when I put this up on Realms. Anyway, and you can make green dye with it. Well, there's only so much you can do with cactus, so there was no point in making a massive cactus farm. However, with the sugarcane, paper for books, for the bookshelves, for maps. So, yes, we need the sugarcane. And like I told him, it doesn't take that long for it to grow if the chunk's loaded in. So I can sit here AFK and like go do dishes or something, change out my laundry, whatever, and then come back and this should all be grown out. I can harvest it, take all the sugarcane with me and go back to whatever I was doing. So that makes that kind of handy. All right, let's see. I wasn't going to do another video until I had all these bridges finished and all the islands leveled that needed to be leveled, but I found some really cool islands and I had to share them with you, so I couldn't wait. Well, I could. I didn't want to wait. Let's put it that way. Anyone who knows me in the real life, in the real world, in my real situation knows patience is not a real strong suit of mine. It should be, but it's not. All right. That's the bridge we used to get here. Is that the only bridge to this place? Okay. All right. So we are going to go explore in another direction. One of my goals was to have a crafting table on every island, and with all the excavating and revamping and building and stuff that's going on, we just decided to stick them in the ends of the bridge, so that way you don't have to hunt for it. If it's not the end of the bridge, there's probably not one there. I mean, for the island. Obviously, if you don't see it, it's not there. I meant for the island, for that area. All right, this takes us back to our starting point. And there's Gavin. Mr. Squeaky. What? What? He's a really good baby. Really good baby. He gets fussy just like kids do. But he's really well behaved most of the time. Most of the time. Not all of the time. Most of the time. Okay, where are we putting ferns? In here. And, oh! You want me to open it? Oh, good job. You threw it underneath the desk. I gave him my old flip phone to play with because he plays with everything as if it's a phone. Here you go. It's open. But it keeps closing it and he can't quite get it worked back open. Which makes me really popular because I can open it. because I'm skilled. Alright, let's put this in here with the flowers. And there's an egg. And let's put the pumpkins in here. And that goes in with the potatoes. And there's that. Oh, and since I forgot to take it off peaceful, I don't need the food. Still need the sword. And we can ditch the bed since it's in peaceful. Okay, so we came in on that island. On that bridge, I mean. That one goes way out that way, but I think... Let's go look this way. Yeah, there's one ship that we missed. And apparently it's like way down, kind of deep. And PV found it with his fresh eyeballs. And he made a little path to it out in the water. So when I come across it, I haven't seen it yet. When I come across it, we should be able to find it easily. What? What you want? What? Are you going to talk to everybody? Say, hey, it's Kevin the Great. And more ferns. I'll take those. Okay, that island over there, that has chests. Let's go ahead and move this. Just so it's done. And that will kind of help me keep track of where we are and where we are going. All right. Now, I think he said I had an iron pick in this chest. So we're going to grab it just in case. Yeah, this island I was working on excavating. I believe I was doing it off camera. I hope I was doing it off camera. We'll go ahead and grab this. But, yep, there it is. Ooh, wood. It was raining, and this was before I broke the game, when the rain still mattered. So, in order to keep busy while it was raining, I was tunneling under here, trying to stay dry and warm. Alright, I want to go ahead and gather up whatever flowers we come across so we can start working on the clay. I already did a couple of the colors because I was experimenting. It's been a long time since I actually had to stay clean. I usually stain clay because I usually find the mesa, and even though I still end up staining some, the mesa provides a pretty nice little palette, so it's not like I have to stain every single color that's possible. Yeah, we're going to go on that next, I believe. But let's go get the rest of these ferns and flowers, if there are any over here. So anyway, we were trying to remember whether you blocked it and stained it, or whether you blocked it and smelted it and stained it. And stained it. I'm having trouble speaking today. But you put it in blocks, you bake it first, smelt it. Then you can stain it. Alright, we got a couple more flowers. Get these ferns. I am not going to do serious terraforming on every single island. There are just too many. And I am just not that dedicated. However, the island where we put our house, my intention is to put a great deal of time and effort into the yard so that it has plenty of color and flowers and texture and variety and. All right. Let's see if this is... I should have brought slabs with me, but... PV and I we're, of course, the server, I own the server, but he's an operator too. He and RC both are operators. And, oh, this is a dead one, I think. Anyway, so teleporting is something we do. Now, there are certain maps that I'll load into realms, and we agree we want it to be a little challenging, so we say no teleporting, or I'll reduce the resources or whatever. But more often than not, we're playing on a map where we can and do teleport. This must have been another one I was excavating while I was getting rained on. What are you doing? So anyway, last night he was like, walking sucks. Yes it does. We are so spoiled. The Metropolis map, the resources are jacked way up. So it's actually easier to find diamond than it is to find coal, probably. And so we have our diamond armor with enchants. We have our diamond sword with enchants. We have our diamond tools with enchants. And, you know, we teleport everywhere, or we ride the rails, or we have horses, or whatever. And we get here, and there aren't even any coordinates to teleport to. And we're forced to walk like real people. And it bites. Okay. What is this island I keep seeing this way? Is that where we came from? Because, see, I accidentally stumbled onto an island. Yeah, that's one that we just came from. I accidentally stumbled onto an island last night, and I really want to find it again. There's 2 more islands that I wanted to show you today. But if I don't find it relatively quickly, we'll have to do it in another episode. And I still haven't found the ship that we miss. And he described to me where it is. And it sounds like it's in an area that I've walked past 50,000 times. And it's probably one of those that I saw and went, oh, we've looked at that one already. But he said it is kind of deep in the water, so if it's deep enough, I may not have noticed it. Good stuff. All right. Humana. All right, which one is the bridge to get us back? There's the bridge. I wonder if there's any other bridge on here. Oh, I'll take that egg. Thank you, Butchley. Okay, this is the one I was excavating. So I don't think it has any other bridges or paths. I think it's all off that other island. Yeah. All right. And away we go again. I am going to have to put this world in combat mode soonish so I can farm some skeletons for bones, because I would like to be able to bone meal quite a bit. Okay. This takes us back to our main, which I'm calling it Land of Livestock now, because this is where I'm hoping. See, I have the 2 layers of grass. I'm hoping this will spawn animals, but it has not so far. But it just got set up last night, so I don't know. See, I don't have any of my supports in here. Well, I ran out, obviously, because there's some. But I don't have the torches up on this bridge. And I ran out of trapdoors. It's an insane amount of wood just for the trapdoors. Just for the trapdoors. It's crazy, I tell you. It's crazy. Okay. Let's take a left. Wait. Unexplored ship this way. Okay. Thank you, PV and signs. Straight across for unexplored ship path. Straight across. We can't go straight across. Now what are we going to do? I'm going to get lost. I'm not gathering any more ferns right now. I can do that later. Unexplored ship, yes. He told me he was putting signs everywhere. He was not kidding. Let's take that egg. Thank you very much. Make some chicken babies. Alright. Gee, I wonder if there's an unexplored ship out here somewhere. What do you think? Would this be it, maybe? That's not deep. He said it was deep. No, we've already been here. This is not it. Oh, there's another sign. See, he should have put a sign back there that said, do not look in this one. Follow torches to unexplored ship. Nothing like having your hand held. Nothing like having your hand held. How are those Cheerios working out for you, buddy? No, you can't get up here right now. Alright, so we're going to follow this ziggy-zaggy. I actually kind of miss the Guardians firing on us. Really? Are you going to go over there and mess with my charger because you know I'm busy? I can take off this headset and go get your little butt. Yes, I can. Leave it alone. Whoever thinks kids are not smart, they are stupid. The person who assumes that is stupid. children are incredibly intelligent. But I'm going to have to go spank one. Oh, you decided to move? That was a wise decision. He knows I'm busy, so that's why he's doing that. He did that to me last night with the dishwasher. He was waiting until I was out of range, and he would touch stuff. As soon as I made a lunge for him, he stepped back out of reach. He's not stupid. Yay! Our last music disc. Oh, air. Air would be good. Air is good. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Is this the one with the... Yeah, that usually doesn't have anything. Well, let's look. No. Okay, I know. We're working on it. Let's go look in this end. A clock. More nether wart. Awesome sauce. Okay. So we got the ship. Thanks to his excellent directions and his signs, we found it. Alright, now see, here's an island out there. Why? There's nothing. Well, we have to go look. We have to. And I don't think this is one of them I was wanting to show you today, because I'm pretty sure I did a slab path. But it is possible that I didn't have them with me at the time, because this island looks untouched. Alright, let's go see. Alright, that's bugging me. There's gravel. Oh no, we've been here. We've dug stuff out. We have been here. We have floating. Oh, this is where we found the soul sand and all that stuff. Because we have floating dirt. I have a shovel. Why am I not using it? Yeah, I'm going to have to come back here and rob this place of dirt. Because I need loads. Let's get the other danglies. Okay. Close enough for now. Alright, well. Okie dokie pokey then. There is no bridge, so I can't move that to the end of the bridge. I'll have to wait until I bring supplies. Wow, there's a lot of ferns. A lot more than I anticipated. But you can't, they won't come up with bone meal, so you can't grow them unless you just, well, you can't grow them. You have them, you place them, you bone meal them, and they get bigger, but they don't spread. You can't. Wow. How many octaves was that? Wow. I told RC this child is never going to learn how to talk because we just grunt at each other, make coughing noises, growling noises. He's never learned to speak. Half the time I did without even thinking about it. One day, I don't even know what triggered it, but he couldn't get my attention or something, so he growled at me, and I growled back without even, it was just reflex. And so he growled back at me, and I growled back at him, and we had a little growling conversation for about 2 or 3 minutes, and I realized this is what I've taught this child, is how to growl. Not his alphabet, not how to count, not how to read, not his colors, but how to growl. All right, well, I don't remember when I started this video, so I don't know how long it is. I don't think it's too horribly long, but by the time I find the island that I'm looking for, it may be. So, here's what we're going to do. I am going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Pretty sure we've already explored that shit. Look at all these ferns. Yeah, we've been up there. We sure have. Let me in here. Hang up on the ladder. Quit that. Yeah, we've apparently cleared that out. Yeah, the captain's chair. Okay, now that trapdoor sits right on top of that ladder. I really hate trapdoors for anything but deco. They irritate me. Okay, but anyway, as I was saying, I think what I'll do is off camera, I will go and find at least one of those other islands so I can show it to you. And then, if there's enough time, I can find the second island in the next episode. Because I was wanting to do some work on those islands last night, but I don't want to do work on them until I've shown them to you. I want you to be able to see them as they are supposed to be. So, let's put this one in here. Oh, that's not it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I do want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I'm sorry if the squealing and squalling bothered you, but you know what? That's what kids do. And there is nothing more precious than a child. So I guess I'm basically telling you, if you don't like it, that's just too damn bad, because that's the way it is. So anyway, we will see you in the next video, and I'll have hopefully 2 more islands to show you. And we will continue from there. Thank you very much, and we will see you later.